Prabhu, for uh, inviting me and giving me an opportunity to speak in front of all the congregation you are developing. And you are talking so much about me, but actually I have seen you are such a marvelous personality to be with, and within such an achievements of being into the medical field for so long, you maintain the humble nature which is actually required for chanting of the holy name. And whenever I read the words Pranadapi Sunichena, after my Guru Maharaj, I see only few of the Vaishnavas, those who are following, and you are one of the icon who is actually following the Pranadapi Shunichera. So I'm
I am
so
your
happy.
servant, Prabhuji. I am your servant, Prabhuji.
I'm so
It is
happy
your
to always
mercy.
see you, and I learn a lot from you, Puji. So thank you so much for calling me. And so I have 15-20 minutes to speak about the holy name today. So I will try to speak as instructed by Shri God Prabhuji. So the Japa talk means we should talk about something which increases our taste for the holy name. So I was thinking what I can speak in next 15-20 minutes. So the one verse which is very popular among all the Vaishnavas in the Vaishnav community, we talk about which comes in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Lila, chapter 17 and the verse number 133, and it is taken by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami from Padma Puran, which says, Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Vigraha Purna Shuddho Nitta Mukto Abhinnat Nama Naminaha. Nama Chintamani. Nam means the holy name, and Chintamani means the name which can provide you the transcendental blissful life eternally. Transcendental blissful life. So everybody in this material world is looking for happiness which is permanent, a bliss which is permanent. So the holy name is the only solution given in the entire world, in the entire universe, in Kali Yuga, for failure batches like us. The holy name is the only strength which can provide the transcendental blissful life eternally. Chintamani, whatever you think, the holy name is going to provide you. So Krishna's Chaitanya Vigraha. So do not think the holy name is in a way towards Krishna. Actually, the holy name is the only way. It's only Krishna himself. So, like we worship the deities, there are devotees in Vrindavan, those who worship the holy name by putting it on a board, and they worship in the altar by saying, This is Nam Avatar. This is the incarnation of holy name. And they worship the holy name. Kali Kale Nam Rupaha Krishnastu Avatar. So, Krishna is appeared in the form of the holy name. So it's very transcendental mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and our SCON's founder Acharya Srila Prabhupada that we are having the holy name in each of our hands with the beads, and we every day chants the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. It's a Chaitanya Ras Vigraha. Chaitanya means the holy name is not a dead thing. It's actually it's actually a living consciousness. Chaitanya. Chaitanya means something which is living. They are living and non-living things. So do not think your bead bag, the beads are non-living. It is living, Chaitanya, and full of rasa. The rasa bhakti, everybody is looking for rasa. So actually, Chaitanya, Ras and Vigraha. Vigraha means it's a deity which is full of living consciousness, which is transcendental, which can provide you bliss, and it is full of nectar of the devotional service. And Purna Shuddho, this holy name is completely purified form, and it can purify each and everyone, even the anybody who is sinful more than Jagai Madhai. The holy name is going to deliver each and every single soul on this Kali Yuga on the planet. Nitya Mukto. So this holy name makes somebody Nitya Mukto. Like we have heard about the word called Nitya Baddha, Nitya Mukta. The holy name comes from the Nitya Mukta eternal word Vaikuntha, and it can make anybody Nitya Mukta. We are Nitya Baddha means eternally we are bound by the three modes of material nature from the time immemorial. When the souls were made by Krishna, since that time, that era, we are bound by three modes of material nature. Only the holy name can deliver us Nitya Mukto because the holy name is Nitya Mukta. Nitya Mukta Abhinnat Nam Namina. There is no difference between the holy name and the name which we are taking, like Krishna and Krishna's name. There is no difference. So, Aindra Prabhu in Vrindavan, when he used to chant the holy name, he used to say, like when Krishna incarnates in the form of Archa Vigraha, deities, when we install deities, we worship so many mantras to invoke Krishna into the deities. So once Srila Prabhupada in 1975, when inaugurating Krishna Balaram temple in Vrindavan, he asked Indra Prabhu that you have to chant the holy name. So Indra Prabhu said, but why chanting the holy name? Because there are so many Brahmanas, those who are doing the fire sacrifices and invoking Krishna into the deities. So Srila Prabhupada told him the secret that I am doing all this just for a show off. Actually, Krishna will appear in the deity because of the pure chanting of the holy name. Then Indra Prabhu in his one lecture said that the percentage of the person chanting the holy name, in that percentage, Krishna will appear in the form of a deity. Ye yatham mam prapadhanste tam state bajamiham mam vartam anuvartante manusham part sarvasha. So Krishna will appear in the percentage. In percentage, we are surrendered to Krishna. Similarly, everybody is chanting the holy name. I am chanting the holy name. You all are chanting the holy name. Our acharyas are chanting the holy name. Already in our parampara, so many eternal ecstatic gurus have chanted the holy name. What is the difference between each and everybody's chanting? The kind of percentage of the surrender towards the holy name. If we are surrendered completely 100% to the holy name, Srila Prabhupada used to say, this bead bag is a ticket to Goloka. It's a bead bag is a ticket to Goloka. You can enter Goloka Dham just by keeping faith on the holy name. So Krishna mantra haite habe sansara mochan Krishna naam haite pabe Krishnera charan. Only by Krishna's name you can you can liberate from this material tanks of the material nature and all these material pangs which are holding us back into this material world. Easily we can cut all the three modes just by chanting the holy name. And the Krishna name not only cuts the material modes of material nature, but also Krishna Nam Haite Pabe Krishnera Charan. What is the ultimate target of a devotee? Just to be into the lotus feet of the Krishna, Krishna Prem, Krishna Charan, Charan Kamal. So this holy name only can provide us that Charan Kamal. But while chanting, there comes the three things: thinking, feeling, and willing. Because whatever action we do, it's actually because of thinking, then comes willing, and then comes like thinking, feeling, willing, and action. So before we do the action of the chanting of the holy name, there should be three things to be done so that we can have improved chanting. First is thinking. Thinking means, as we discussed, no difference between the name and Krishna's name. Thinking. Always before starting your japa, point it out, write it down on a poster in front of you that there is no difference between Krishna and Krishna's name. Thinking. Then comes feeling. Feeling means we should prepare ourselves that I am not an external body. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Naham Vipro, Naham Vipro, Naham Grahapati, Naham Narapati, Naham Vaishyo, Na Shudro Va, Naham Vrishni, Naham Grasto, Grahapati, Naham Vanasto, Yatirva. So Krishna says that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, Nah, I am not a Brahmana, I am not a Kshatriya, I am not a Shudra, I am not a Vaishya, I am not a Brahman, I am not a Brahmin, Grasta, I am not a Brahmachari, I am not a Sannyasi, I am not a Vanprastha, I am nothing. What I am? Gopir Bhartayor Padkamalayor Das, 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 Anudas. We are the servant of the servant of the servant of the servant of Krishna. So if we have that feeling, our chanting will be like mast chanting. It will be like a butter chanting, makhan chanting. If we have this feeling inside and willing, what will should be there before chanting? The will. Krishna is going to observe us, even if we sleep down in between the chanting, but Krishna will never sleep. Krishna will see how we are chanting. So our willing should be, we should make Krishna happy by chanting his name. Like Prabhuji, Shri Gaur Prabhu welcomed me by giving my name, my introduction, so that I feel pleased. Similarly, Krishna's name should take in a way that Krishna feel pleased. And we should feel like, today I have not pleased Krishna by my chanting. Tomorrow I will plan again. I will prepare again. My guru will be happy with this chanting. My guru, Srila Prabhupada and Krishna is looking. Even I sleep down, but they don't sleep and they hear attentively. We don't hear attentively, but they hear attentively how we are taking the name. So thinking that Krishna and Krishna's name is non-different, willing, feeling that I am the servant of Krishna's devotees, and willing that I have to make Krishna pleased today by my chanting. These three things will make your action perfect in chanting. And also comes one abbreviation that we should chant very safely, because whenever we drive on roads, we say that do not drive without safety. So safety while doing this action is also an eternal integral part of the chanting. So the integral part of chanting is safety before the chanting. What is safety? So we will abbreviate the single alphabet safety. So S is for that before we start chanting, S means sorry for our mistakes done towards Vaishnavas, towards Dham, towards the holy name. In last 30 years, 20 years, whatever years we have passed, oh Krishna, I have done so many mistakes while before chanting, while chanting. After chanting, I have done so many offenses toward the holy name, towards the Dham, toward the Vaishnavas, toward the scriptures. Please, 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 I'm so sorry. I will not repeat it again. S means feel sorry. Then comes A. A is for that we should be attentive while chanting. So my Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj says, attentive chanting means what? People say that attentive chanting means when your mind is focused, it's not flickering, it's not wavering here and there. But actually, chanting of the holy name attentively means while chanting, I should not do any other activity. Like sometimes we found that while delivering a classes, we deliver classes and there some Matajis, Prabhujis are sitting beside us and they're chanting in front of us, they're chanting because they have taken a vow to complete 64 rounds. So they don't have time. They have to hear the class also and they have to chant also. But actually, at one time, you can do one thing, either chanting or either hearing, because both process are Savanam, Kirtanam, are different processes of the 9 process given by Srila Prahlad. So you cannot merge two things. So once one Acharya, the Vartaman Acharya, present Acharya was saying that we should be appreciated in the material world for multitasking. Everybody appreciates the Prabhuji is very, very brilliant. He do multitasking, this, that, this. Very nice. But we are criticized in the devotional service for multitasking. We should not do multitasking. One thing at one time. Reading, then read. Chant means chant. Hear means hear. Do not do multitasking. Eh? Some people are even driving and chanting. Hmm? So we say that while driving, we should not drink and drive. Similarly, while driving, we should not drink the holy name and we should not drive. So we should not drink the nectar of holy name and keep driving and keep moving. So we should avoid doing many multitasking things, at least while chanting, at least few rounds, 4 rounds, 6 rounds, 8 rounds, at least few rounds we should focus. That is attentive chanting. Because attentive chanting means that we are having personal meeting with Krishna. Like you invite me at your home, Prabhuji, please come to my home for some prasadam, some class. I come to your home. Now you are on a call. And I'm saying, Prabhu, what should I do? You are on a call. Wait, wait. I'm talking to someone. Similarly, we are on calls. We are on talking to anybody else. And Krishna is waiting. Oh, Prabhu, you called me by chanting Hare Krishna and you are engaged somewhere. Please attentively at least focus on me. Though our mind is flickering, no problem. Mind is wavering, no problem. So many ideas coming, no problem. Negative thoughts coming, no problem. At least do not do multitasking while chanting. That's it. Attentive. Then comes F. F means forgiveness. Before start chanting, we should forgive people, those who have done so many wrong to us. while we in a community of Vaishnavas ought to, there are some many mistakes done by us and somebody else. So we should feel sorry for the mistakes done by us and should forgive the people, those who have done mistakes to us. Somebody has harshly spoken, somebody treated us badly, somebody has not fulfilled our material desires. Even in the temple, we should forgive people. We should forgive. The moment you start forgiving, you will feel so relaxed that all the chains removed from your heart, and you feel so light. Okay, do whatever you want to do. Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you so much for criticizing me, harshly behaving with me. At least I am getting purified by all these things, and you feel happy if you forgive. If you hold back, it will be problematic to you. Once I asked my Maharaji, if somebody did bad to us, and if we feel bad inside, we don't treat badly, we don't behave, we don't retaliate, but inside we feel bad. So Maharaj, how to remove it from our heart? Maharaj said, forgive. Because if you don't forgive, that person is very happily moving here and there, and you are holding back. So who is at the problem? You are at the problem because you are holding back. You remove it, release all other problems coming to your head. He did it. Okay, it's my karmic reactions. So just be free and then chant Hare Krishna. Then comes E. E is for enthusiasm. So before starting of chanting, people are enthusiastic, but after 2, 3, 4 rounds, people become like lacking in the enthusiasm. Srila Rupa Goswami said, Utsahat, Nishchayat, Dhairyat, Tattat Karma Pravartanat. You should be Utsahit. Utsahit means enthusiastic before chanting. Okay, last 20 years I was not able to meet Krishna, but today I will definitely meet Krishna because Krishna and Krishna's name is not different. So I am going to meet Krishna and then I will ask Krishna why I am suffering the material world. Today I will ask. So I will meet Krishna today. Definitely I will meet. So plan like that I will going to meet today Krishna. So enthusiasm should be there. And like sometimes people very enthusiastically says, Prabhuji, just 2 rounds remaining. You just give me 10 minutes. I just complete my rounds. I come back. So sometimes instead of saying complete, people say, Prabhuji, I just finish my rounds and come. So the word finish means we are going to finish our bhakti life. finished. Finished Japa. Prabhuji, finished Japa. We don't finish Japa. We complete Japa. Completed Japa. Japa should be completed of a day, but it should not be finished for the day. Huh? Sometimes the bead bag is hanging on the bead bag hanging on the this nail or somewhere on a wall and waiting that when this fellow will again pick me back and then again chant enthusiastically and japa beads wait for the next day. So we say that we are fasting, but actually our japa bag is fasting. Just after completing our 16 rounds, japa bead bag kept waiting for the next day and hanging all around on the walls. So why the this bead bag is given in a way that we should hang around on the neck so that whenever we get time, we should put our hands inside the bead bag and start chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And then comes T. T means we should thank Krishna for everything. While there was first devotee of Srila Prabhupada, Keith, and later on he was given a name, his holiness Kirtanand Swami. Later on he was not in ISKCON, but Kirtanand Maharaj wrote one book at that time when he was with Srila Prabhupada, and he gave a book which says thank you Krishna for everything. The book title is Thank You Krishna for Everything. So actually we should thank Krishna. So we should prepare ourselves like Arjuna. Like Arjun's son, Abhimanyu was killed on the battlefield in front of Krishna. We have not seen Krishna. We have not realized Krishna. We are not self-realized or God-realized souls. We are sadhakas trying to know Krishna more and more. So Arjuna was a self-realized and a God-realized person, and his son died in front of him, 16-year-old. But Arjuna never came back to Krishna. Krishna, in your presence, how can my son die? No, no question. What Arjuna said? Thank you, Krishna, for everything. Even the sun died. Are we prepared like that? If some misery comes to our life, can we say thank you, Krishna? If somebody says bad words also, we become so annoyed that we waste our chanting of that day, next day, many days till the time it is in our head. Even if we don't get prasadam properly in the temple, we become annoyed and our chanting get waste. So we should thank Krishna. There was one person who was sharing his realization that Prabhuji, I always wanted to chant nicely, but my official timing is like that. I did not get time any day. So one day I was uh, praying to Krishna, Krishna, give me time, Krishna, give me time. I met with an accident, and for 3 months I was on bed. So he said, people were taking me to the hospital, but in mind I was thanking Krishna. Now I will have much more time to chant nicely around. So just imagine the kind of thank we can give in any particular situation. We can thank Krishna forever. Just we need to look on a different angle. The everything's coming to us. Yeah. So one devotee in our temple, east of Kailash temple, one devotee came running to him and said, Prabhu, you know your name is removed from the kirtan. Your name is removed from the kirtan by the authority of the temple. From from next onwards, you are not going to chant Mangal Arti, Narsing Arti. Your name is removed. He said, No, no, no. I am going to chant Mangal Arti. No, no, your name is not in the list. No, Prabhu, tomorrow is my Mangal Arti. Prabhu, your name is not there. He said, What is the importance of the name? If name is not there, I will not chant on the mic, but I will chant standing aside of the person who is chanting on mic. What is the difference? I have to chant the Mangal Arti. Either I stand in the crowd or either I stand in the front of the mic. What is the difference? Thank you, Krishna. Thank you, Krishna. So we should say thank you, thank you, thank you. The moment you start applying these techniques, now your chanting will become so smoother like a butter. You will like, I chant so many rounds Prabhuji without any efforts. Whereas people put so many efforts because they have so much in their heart, they're holding back. And that is why they can't enjoy the taste of the holy name, like Rupa Goswami says in Updesha Amrita, Nectar of Instruction, that the holy name is like a sugar candy, but we can't taste because we are suffering with a jaundice disease. We have the blisters of ignorance on our tongues. So the moment we start relishing Krishna's name, the safety, why means yummilicious. The chanting become yummilicious. We eat so many gulab jamuns, corn bullets, rasgullas, prasadam, and we say yummy prasadam, but we never say yummilicious holy name, yummilicious harikatha. So the moment devotee transforms his vision from eating prasadam to enjoying the nectar of holy name and the nectar of harikatha, you will feel like, oh, Krishna, what ultimate prasadam you have given. Like if we talk about Bhagavad Gita, in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Arjuna, I have given you the complete transcendental knowledge. I have given you the complete transcendental knowledge. Hari bol. So Arjuna said, Nasht moha smriti labdha tat prasadat may achyuta. Oh Achyut, because of your prasadam, Nasht moha, my attachment has gone. Nasht moha smriti labdha, I have again get back my memory. Nasht moha smriti labdha tat prasadat may achyuta. Prasad, why the word prasadam? Which prasadam was delivered to Arjuna on the battlefield of Kurukshetra? Matar paneer, chole, rabdi. What prasadam? The knowledge of Bhagavad Gita. So if we in a vision takes the Harikatha nectar and the holy name nectar, even we don't get prasadam. Like Raghunath Das Goswami used to eat only the buttermilk in 3 days, once in 3 days, and that too 100 grams or 50 grams on a cup, leaf cup plates. So you can understand because they are enjoying the holy name, they're enjoying the yummilicious, blissful holy name and the nectarian Harikathas. So the moment we change our vision, we feel so relaxed. There are two type of devotees. One are Sargrahis and other one are Vargrahis. Sargrahi devotee means one who takes the conclusion of whole scriptures, that the conclusion is Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam Pranamo Dukkha Shamnastam Namami Pariparam. The conclusion of Srimad Bhagavatam, 18,000 shlokas, Nama Sankirtanam Yasya. So if we take the Saragrahi, there are so many Bhagavad Kathas happening all around the world, but people are not chanting nicely because they are not Saragrahis. They are Bharavahis. They are holding back so much on their heart. That is why they can't take the name with love. They can't chant with enthusiasm. That is the problem. So we should become Saragrahi instead of becoming Bharavahi on our Guru. That Guru Maharaj, I'm chanting because you have given me responsibility to chant. I don't like to chant. Srila Prabhupada used to say, you people are chanting with efforts and you are getting problems in chanting because you are chanting because you are asked to chant. But I am chanting day and night because I love to chant. The moment you start loving chanting, there will be no one, you don't need anybody's pressure that I need the temple president's pressure that I should chant nicely. Why to wait for a president to ask you how your chanting is going on? We should have an eternal relation. We have just to reestablish this eternal relation with Krishna. And we are wandering since time immemorial in this material world. We should try to reconnect, reestablish, and do not wait for anybody else. So Japa, the full form of Japa comes in Shastras. Ja, Jakora Janma Nishchedha, Pakora Pap Nashakaha. That is the full form of Japa. Ja means Jakora Janma Nishcheda. If you chant, you will never come back again in the cycle of birth and death. Janma Nishcheda. Deliver you from the cycle of birth and death. And Pakora Pap Nashakaha. Pa means that you will be removed from all the sins, even if you chant once. Even if you chant once. Ek Krishna Naam Kare Sarva Paap Shay. All your sins will get. So why we are chanting 16 rounds and talking about attentively one holy name is so powerful? We are not chanting to get rid of sins. We are chanting to get the love of Godhead. We are chanting to get the love of God. Okay, so I have already taken so much of your time. I'm so sorry, Shri Gauru, but I wanted to, in a bhav, I spoke long.
No, Prabhuji, you can still speak if you, Prabhuji, please go ahead.
We can have one or two questions if it required. So.
Yes, Prabhuji. I want to request devotees, if they want to ask question, they can unmute themselves. Yeah, Abhijit Prabhu.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, what was the Y in the safety?
Yummylicious. Yummy. Prashadam like
Okay.
yummy. So we have to taste the sugar candy nature of the holy name.
Okay. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Sudha Mataji, yeah, you can go ahead, unmute yourself.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandvat Pranam. Really enjoyable Japa talk session. I just wanted to request you to encapsulate, if possible. Actually, my question was also about the why, but if you can just encapsulate for us the safety full form.
Yeah. S is for sorry. Feel sorry for the mistakes done towards the Vaishnavas or towards Dham, Nam Aprad, Dham Aprad, Seva Aprad, all the Aprads. We should feel sorry. And A is for attentive chanting. We should be focused chanting. We should not do multitasking while chanting. F is for forgiveness. We should forgive people, those who have done wrong to us. We should not hold back in our heart. And E is for enthusiasm. We should be very enthusiastic while chanting the holy name. We should not lack in enthusiasm. Every day we should feel Krishna is ever fresh and we need to connect with Krishna. And T is for thank you, Krishna, for everything. We should thank Krishna that you have given me a misery or happiness or sorrow or success. We should will thank Krishna for it. And Y is for we should taste the yummy sugar candy nature of the holy name, yummylicious.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Dandvat Pranam.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Nishant Prabhu, yeah, you can unmute yourself. Prabhuji, you are on mute. Prashant Prabhu.
Yeah. Able to hear me, Prabhuji?
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah,
thank
please.
you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Pranam.
थैंक यू प्रभु जी. सो आई थिंक ये पहली बार है कि मैं आपसे फेस टू फेस मिल रहा हूँ. कई सालों से आपको यूट्यूब वीडियो पे देखता रहा हूँ और काफी एडमायर करता हूँ प्रभु जी. सो श्री गौर प्रभु जी और आपका कोटि कोटि नमन लाइक ये प्लेटफॉर्म के लिए. थैंक यू सो मच. प्रभु जी मेरा प्रश्न है और इट्स वेरी ट्राइंग टू बी जस्ट स्पीक फ्रॉम हार्ट. हम इस्कॉन में कई साल गुजार देते हैं. शुरू में जब आते हैं तो बहुत इंथुजियास्टिक रहते हैं. यमीनेस जो आप बोल रहे हैं चैंटिंग में, उसके लिए ज्यादा मोटिवेटेड रहते हैं. लेकिन जब कई साल गुजार देते हैं, ऑफ कोर्स सेवा करते हैं, सब कुछ है और हम गृहस्था हैं, तो बाहर की भी दुनिया है, डेडिकेटेड तो है नहीं, और बच्चे हैं, स्ट्रगल तो रहता है. अ,
Right.
जैसे टेस्ट इन चैंटिंग प्रभु जी आसान नहीं है. जैसे वन ऑफ द सीनियर वैष्णव जैसे कि वो आपको अगर हल्का एक बार भी टेस्ट मिल जाए दैट मीन्स अमेजिंग, व्हिच दैट इटसेल्फ इज रेयर. लेकिन जब टेस्ट प्रभु जी नहीं मिल रहा है तो फिर अपने इस चैंटिंग के मोमेंटम को कैसे मेंटेन करें आजीवन. क्योंकि कभी कभी रहता है कि भक्तों के बीच में भी कई भक्त जब टाइम स्पेंड करते हैं, दे नो ऑल, इट सीम्स दे नो ऑल काइंड ऑफ अ थिंग, एंड इन डिस्कशंस जैसे नए डिवोटीज के लिए हम लोग बहुत ही ध्यान से, जैसे एक छोटे बच्चे को बड़े ध्यान से सुनाते हैं क्या सुनना है नहीं सुनना है. लेकिन जब ज्यादा टाइम स्पेंड करते हैं और भी अनर्गल प्रलाप सुनने को मिल जाता है इधर उधर से, एंड दैट सॉर्ट ऑफ फीड्स इन योर माइंड ऑल्सो, एंड इट्स लाइक you are licking the bottle from outside, too much knowledge but not getting the. तो प्रभु जी प्रैक्टिकली कैसे इसमें हम स्टिल मोटिवेटेड रहें, और प्रीचर्स भी हैं, हमें प्रीच भी करना है, बट अपने भी साधना को स्ट्रांग रखना है. इस पे प्रभु जी आपकी टिप्पणी चाहता था. हरे कृष्ण.
So, Prabhuji, we all are struggling with the chanting, no doubt, and because we are full of anarthas, and these anarthas, like in Madhurya Kadamni, Shri Vishnu Chakra Thakur says, the anartha stays till the level of asakti. In the early stage of bhav, like there are three kinds of japa: nam aparadh japa, nam abhas japa, and shuddha nam japa. So we talk on the level of shraddha to prem, ado shraddha tato sadhu sangha, bhajan kriya anartha nivritti, nishtha ruchi asakti tatha bhava prem. So if we talk about these 9 steps of faith towards to prem, so we all are struggling to the anarthas. Even somebody on the Nishtha platform or Asakti platform or Ruchi platform, anarthas, impure, the shadow of the impurities goes away, but the shadows of the impurities still persist till the time person reaches to the stage of Bhava Bhakti, which is Namabhas, and Prema Bhakti, which is Shuddha Nam. So it seems to be a difficult target written by Srila Vishnu Chakra Thakur. It's difficult to reach on such a target, but which I feel personally that I also preach day and night. I keep traveling by the mercy of all the senior Vaishnavas in our temple, Dwarka temple, and like Pradumna Priya Prabhu, Amogla Prabhu, and now we have Sri Gaur Prabhuji also, my Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada. I do a lot of Bhagavad Kathas, I keep traveling. But one thing is very important that I try to rise up early in the morning. Whatever left and right, even I sleeps at 1, I get up 4:30, that is maximum. I hard push myself. People in the material world, they push themselves so much to achieve the material success. Like if we talk about the prime minister, he was saying that nowadays I am not following the discipline of sleeping and eating. And once the multi-starrer Shah Rukh Khan said that if you want to be successful, you can't sleep and eat properly. So well, he said the last 30 years of my this material success, I have never slept properly. I have never ate properly. Whereas devotees think about disciplining their life on eating and sleeping, you can't. You have to reduce sleeping. You have to reduce attehara. You have to reduce eating. You have to reduce sleeping. Only that is the option, because we are so much engrossed in the material world that we have time in the morning hours, 4 to 6 or 7 maximum, we can chant. So try to complete your rounds in the early hours of the day and do not engage in any other activity. Even you want to sleep, you can sleep after 8 a.m. You can sleep after 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. You can go again sleep for 1.5 hour, but don't sleep in the early hours. That is the only way of success of the chanting. Otherwise, the time increases in a day, the chanting beats become heavier and heavier and heavier and heavier. So whenever I travel, even we are in train, plane, all the congregation devotees also know that if Prabhuji is with us traveling, we need to rise up early. We bath in train. Even if we're traveling for 3 days in train, we have to bath in train, with Mangala Aarti in train, we have to chant in train. By 7, I will start Bhagavatam class. And so people have to complete their rounds early before 7. So, and whole day we are talking, discussing in train or in traveling. So people don't have time to chant properly. So just we have to focus to chant early, 5 to 7 or 4 to 6, whatever fits you, your schedule. Do not linger on chanting at 12 or 8 or night in the night time. That is the only way that we can stay on the path of bhakti, because Prabhupada says 98% of bhakti dependent on chanting. So we have to meet Krishna in the early hours and rest whole day. We are also free. We can do many other activities, reading, hearing, meeting devotees, preaching, if we complete our rounds. That is the only option I feel. Otherwise, Shri Gaur Prabhu is senior Vaishnava. He can give more suggestions.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. I hope Nishant Prabhu has got the message. Morning chanting is the key, right?
Hari Bol. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Dhanwad.
So, Prabhuji, if you have time, we can take one more question. We have Shobha
Yeah.
Mataji. Shobha
Please
Mataji, you
go
can
ahead.
unmute yourself.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. So Prabhuji, my question is like, we hear a lot of Japa talks and various other preaching also from other preachers, but still we are not able to imbibe all these things in our Japa, especially trying to do it in the morning also. Still there are various disturbances, like still the mind is planning. We are trying to push it back to our Japa beats, but still it goes away then. So these all things may be the things you told today, like thinking, willing, or the safety messages. But then, Prabhuji, like if we are going forward for initiation or for various other things in our spiritual journey, so we should wait for our japa to be consistent and mind to be much more clear, and then go for these things, or we should be like, okay, let me take Guru's mercy, maybe these things will go, these anarthas may then go. That is my question, Prabhuji, which I am having trouble with from last some months.
Okay. So, Mataji, it is for sure that if you have chanted your rounds more than 2 years nicely in the morning hours, and mind is not controlled, it is very difficult. Krishna says, Indranam Manashasmi. Among all the senses, I am the mind. So, if we engage our senses 22 hours in the service of Krishna, automatically Krishna will control our mind in the 2 hours when we are chanting. What happens, we try to focus in the 2 hours of chanting, and we do left and right things in the 22 hours. Some people watching television, reading newspapers, meeting to the material people, talking, kitty parties, this, that, many things they do. And that is an impact on the next day chanting. So we have to prepare 22 hours so that we can chant for 2 hours. So 22 hours, engage your senses, like eyes should be engaged in the like reading or in deity worshipping. Ears should be engaged in hearing the Harikatha every day nicely, making notes. It should not be like cooking and hearing, because we don't attend properly, and that is why the impact is very small percentage. So we need to be very focusful while reading, hearing, make notes. Even if you hear for 15 minutes, no problem. At least one one point takeaway every day from Bhagavad Katha or any Katha you hear from any preacher. So one takeaway point every day. So that will give an impact on the chanting on the next day. So what we hear, what we see, what we eat, where we go, whom we meet, whom we associate, this 22 hours actually impacts our 2 hours. So I request always to the devotees, just try to be 24-hour devotee instead of 2-hour devotee. Don't be a morning sadhana devotee only and now you are free to do anything. No. Prabhupada said, even while sleeping, we are devotees. So before sleeping, put tilak that may I meet Krishna in night, so I should put tilak. I meet Srila Prabhupada in dreams, may I leave hope, like hope it can happen that I leave my body while sleeping. So I should leave my body while putting tilak on my body. So these kind of preparations all the day, thinking that I am Krishna's servant. So whatever comes while chanting in our mind, like some task is coming. So Sachidanand Swami Maharaj was mentioning in his Japa retreat that if we have some points coming into our mind while chanting, we should keep one paper slip in our pocket and pen. So after completing one round, the things which are coming in your mind, like I have to pay bill of electricity, I have to pay phone bill, I have to meet this person, I have to talk this many points in my lecture, whatever comes, note it down on a slip of paper and then start your second round. Automatically things on paper now will go away from your mind. Go away from your mind. So we can apply only the techniques. Rest is in the Hari Ichcha. Rest is in Krishna's hand because he is the controller. We are not the controllers.
Prabhuji, what, like we should wait for these anarthas to go then for initiation, or
No,
like
if we have already sincerely doing our chanting and following all the regulative principles, we are under some authorities, and now then we have to wait for the authority to judge, am I ready or not? We should not judge ourselves. We are not the judge. Judge is authority. Judge, you have to apply. Judge, the authority will judge you. Yes, you are ready, you are not. And in both the situation, thank you, Krishna, for everything.
thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Prashant Mukund Prabhuji. There are few comments on the chat I will like to read. Prabhuji, Hare Krishna, thank you very much for the guidance. Then Harshad Prabhu says, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, what a great Japa talk. Very motivational, energy packed, and an absolute eye opener. You presented it with full conviction. Please do bless us, Hare Krishna. Then Rajesh Prabhu kind of summarized the full form of safety. Abhijit Prabhu says, thank you so much. Beautiful session, Hare Krishna. And then we have Tulsi Mataji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Very insightful session indeed. I shall definitely try to focus on thinking, feeling, and willing aspects while chanting going forward. Many thanks, Hari Bol. Then Saroj Mataji says, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, very nice explanation. And Shanmukh Prabhuji says, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Pranam Prabhuji, thank you so much for explaining philosophy of chanting practically and enlighten us with these tips. Will put safety aspect in my chanting to revive the taste. So, and then Anupam Krishna Prabhu is also saying, Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, thanks for letting us know such important safety measures for chanting Harinam. Jyoti Mataji, thank you Prabhuji, it's really helpful, Hare Krishna. And Ramraj Prabhu is saying, Hare Krishna, thank you Prabhuji for wonderful talk. So indeed, Prabhuji, we are very, very, very thankful to you for taking out your time, for enlightening us, helping us. It will definitely help us to improve our chanting. And we will be very, very, indebted to you for helping us. Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Shri Gaurav. Please keep
Thank
praying for me and letting me engage in the services, whatever way I can serve Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada, and all the senior Vaishnavas. So please engage me.
I'm your servant, Prabhuji. I'm your servant. Thank you very much. His Grace Prashant Mukund Prabhuji ki jai.
Hey.
Dandavat Pranam Prabhuji. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Hare
Prabhuji.
Krishna,
Dandavat
Prabhuji.
Pranam. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Shivati Dhanava Bhavani Vishnu Namo Namah.